Good afternoon, traders. Welcome to Awesomecalls Trading. This is AJ. If you could give me one quick second, I have to do something. I want to welcome you to awesomecallstrading.com. Pre-market this morning, we put a really great list this morning, and I was really proud. We executed pretty good. Market's been it held up as well. We had a little bit of a gap down, but it came back after the Fed minutes. And so right now we are in a current position right now. I'll tell you, there's a live trade. Okay. We are currently shorting a Jack in the Box here right now. Jack in the Box came out with the Rumorville right here. They exploring a sale. Jenny, our great short seller in the room, along with Dark Side, both spotted out a topping around the 90 area. So we're short around the 89.50 currently right now, and I'm actually short the stock now. So if the stock hits 88 while I'm talking to you during this webinar, you'll hear a click, and I'll have to stop for a second and cover my position. I have decent size on it, and I'm just trying to get a flush down 88, and if I'm lucky, even a little bit more. Jack is a very tricky stock, and it's all about trying to understand it. And however, I think it's a Rumorville, and I just love to see it snap and hit 88. So if you hear the room stop me for a second in the middle, that's because I want to cover the position. And I'm currently in at 89.42. And we actually had a trader take the trade. We had a few of them in here, but here's one that stood out just recently. Once the alert comes in and the mods put out an idea, as you can see right here, Jack traded 300 shares, 89.56 from 89.28 out at 89.19, 89.05, and 88.75. So there's always a trade to get done in here, no matter what time of the day. So I'm going to go over you pre-market list, and we had TNXP, TLYS, ANF, TITN, Lazy Boy, TECD, Dollar Tree, ATO, Vive, Netflix, NVIDIA, and EQNR. I just read something just now, and I'll have to kind of wait and comment on that, but I will share it with the room. Wow. Okay. Don't want to talk about it in the webinar, but that's pretty cool. All right. And so let's just talk about some really good setups today. Okay. The first one that we talked about was TLYS. Now, this was a really interesting trade, and it was an earnings play. And unfortunately, they had really bad earnings. And so I want you to see the chart and how it's set up. Stock was about 15 bucks a share, and it was gapping down almost $2 a share or more. And so what I figured this morning in pre-market, and you can tell in pre-market right here, that the stock was actually sitting in the 12. So what I did is I told it the chat room, go ahead and start taking long at 12.80 and 13. And I did put it in writing that the stock should probably give it room to 11. You can see it right here, item number 2. And give it room to 11.50 to add. The stock will hit 13.50, and when it does, then the stock will sell off, and you can fade it for the day. But you've got to bounce it first. And I want you to see how the trade worked. And it was a really nice trade. Bell rang, ding, 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 and there it goes. And there is $13.48, and it came all the way down to $12 a share. So that's how you execute a really nice trade like that on a small cap stock. And well done, well executed, well read. I was very impressed with the trade. The next trade that we did was TLYS. And what I do is I explain in pre-market why, and I put it in writing. Everything is written down, entries, exits, and what to look for and why. And that's one of the things we take very good pride in. The next stock that we had was ANF. ANF had really good earnings, raises its guidance. And the stock was sitting here around the $20 range, 21. So I put a call in to go along to, at the open, the stock would hit 22 to 23 a share and then fade down to about $19. That was the call this morning, and I felt very strong and confident the stock would do that. Item number 3, the stock will hit 22, give it room to 23, and the stock will come down to 19. And it's a very liquid stock, so you can, I personally was trading 4,000 lots, batches on it, 3, 4, and 5,000 I would play for 10 and 20 cents at a time. It was a really nice trade, and some people got in at the 22s and stayed all the way down to 1975. So as you can see, the stock came, bell rang, ding, 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 shot up, 22. There's your first entry, room to 23 to add, take it down, and we got 22, 21, 20, and 1975. So 1958. So I didn't get quite the 19, but I was still very proud of the trade nevertheless. Okay, so that was a really nice trade. A and F, nice setup there. I'm going to give you another trade today. It's called I. Now, one of the things that Awesomecalls does well, other than bios, ETFs, gold, I mean, you name it, we're trading it. Small cap, pig plays, halts, unhalts, whatever your flavor is, we're trading it. Well, one of our biggest fortes in Awesomecalls Trading is offerings. I would say over 99% of the chat rooms will not and do not and cannot play offerings. They don't understand them. And however, we do. And I closed yesterday at $29 a share. And this morning I woke up, the stock was down to 25 bucks. Well, that's a trade for us, traders. I don't know about your room. If you want to trade a crowded trade, that's up to you. But in our world, this is money. Money, 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 money. So the call, I looked at the call. The start was around 24.70. I said take some long, give it room to 24 to add. Look for a pop at the open, probably 2 points or more. And the reason is because they have not priced their offering. Now, you mods in other rooms and owners that can't trade worth shit, I understand. So I'm going to teach you something, okay? This is very valuable, so listen to me very carefully so you sound smart in front of your subs, since you've been trading less than 5 years, most of you, okay? If the stock hasn't priced and there's no pricing set, but they're telling you they're going to do the offering, those stocks normally pop right back. And they go pretty aggressive at the open because there's no set price. So write that down. Put a little chalkboard of yours, especially some of you that opened your rooms less than 2 years. Write it down so you sound important. Okay, and I'm going to show you. All right, when you go right here and you press up, what's the stock called? Lost my train of thought. I. So you go to I and you go right here and you see how it prices right there. They priced it. They didn't price it. They just told you it was 10 million shares, and there was an additional, I believe, a million more, and on a private placement. So anyway, I'm just trying to see if I can find the private. Yeah, there it is. An additional 1.5 million shares pursuant to an underwritten option to purchase additional shares. So it was almost 11 million shares. So in my world, this is a short. I'm sorry, this is a long. So I told everyone in pre-market to go long, and here is the call. I would long at 24.80, room to 24 to add, and expect the stock to hit 2 points right out of the gate. And as you can see, if you took the stock and you even went long at 25, guess what? 25, 26, and 27. Just as scripted. Okay? Really good trade there. Really, really good trade. All right, so that was I. I'm going to give you another offering. This one's pretty cool too. This one actually priced. Now this is a little bit different now. This is a pricing at $92.75, 7 million shares. So in pre-market, you can see the stock actually went right at, if not just a tad below offering. Now when that happens, and since this was less than 10 million, I told pretty much everyone just to go long, and it should reach at least halfway between where it pulled and where it closed, and like clockwork it did. So all we had to do was short the stock, bring it back down to 93 and under and started another position. Since the pricing was at 92.75, there was no ands, ifs, or buts. This was pretty much going to rebound back, and I still think it will, depending on how many shares they do today, but I'm looking for a stock to rebound back to $95 a share. So I'm just really impressed with this trade. We nailed it. We killed it. Whether you did it long or short, all you had to do is wait for the pricing, and I will show you how that worked out right here. And I want you to just take a look, ATO. And this is a scan that I use that I'll be paying for if you're a member in Awesomecalls Trading for an entire year. So that way you have that. But if you look, there it is. 7 million shares at $92.75. It's really helpful when you have the pricing already set in stone. Then you just aim for it, 93 and under, boom, go along, and voila, guess what? You make about 2 or 3 points. Pretty simple, huh? You look back now and you go, anybody knows that. Oh, yeah, I could do that. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, you didn't trade it, and you're going to now study and learn how to trade offerings because of what we do. All right, the next trade that we did, I have to say, was, this is crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. It's called Lazy Boy. All right. Lazy Boy. All right. This is Lazy Boy. Now, what happened on Lazy Boy was they had great earnings. Raises their guidance a little bit. Not too bad. But I'm going to give you another trick of trading in Awesomecalls Trading. Okay. It's a little secret for you mods out there that run chat rooms that are really stupid. Okay. That you want to sound important. I'm going to help you with this. All right. Lazy Boy. Okay. Listen to me very carefully. Write it down. Lazy Boy on every earnings gaps up and always sells their gaps. Can you write that down? All right, so that way you can sound really smart in your chat room. But for the traders out there, it's a known secret. Okay, in our room, it's standard 101. Okay, so we just wanted a short on the stock. That's all we wanted. Nothing more. Just short the stock. Gap fill it. The gap fill would have been around 29 and under. But man, this thing just it gave us a little bit better pricing, and then you just bounce it. So I want to show you the notes on it. Lazy Boy. I would look for any kind of little pop at the open, short it, gap fill it, 31 and under, wait for the bottom curl, and go long. And once this thing started to really take off, we really spotted it out. And I'll show you the stock right here. And right here. And so if you took short on the opening and you gave it room to add, I wanted you to know that it usually spikes and it pops, and it was working really well in pre-market. I just wanted a little bit more if we could, but once it started to broke loose, it was just going to get smashed. And as you can see, it hit $29 a share and then went right back. I told everyone in the room, expect the stock to go right back up to that area. So it looks like Jack is still pushing. So I'm wondering, since I have it, I still took some here. I'm thinking that maybe I take one little bit more and add if it hits 91. And I might overnight that short. Yeah, because I do like the trade for, there's still no analysts out on it. And you could see the stock has surpassed here, here, and here. So I'm trying to be patient for the rest of it. I'm still holding some. It's a live trade, so I just want to keep an eye on it. This is just short squeezing right now. So we'll see if it kind of steps back down. Okay, so that was Lazy Boy today. All right, I'm going to give you 2 other trades that we did. I thought that were pretty cool to trade. NVIDIA and Netflix. And I'll show you these 2 right here. Okay, NVIDIA and Netflix. And I really just want to focus more on the pre-market opening bell. That's really more important to me. So I'm going to double check too if there's anything going on, any last minute talking on Jack. Other than that, still talking on deal, shares on the rows, speculation, troubled Burger King. That's right there, give you concern right there. Troubled Burger King. The chain has 2 activist investors agitating for a change and is facing growing tensions. Well, that's pretty much all negative to me. I think they're just trying to push the stock up. So I'm going to try to be patient with it. I don't have huge size because I sold half and covered. So I'm going to just try to be patient. I don't know. I think Jenny might be out of it, but I'm not sure just yet. Anyway, I want to kind of go over these two. I threw these in our notables right here, and I'll show them to you. Basically, what I was looking for was Netflix I would like a small pop at open. And what I mean by a small pop, if it's gapping down, I kind of just want to gap it back up to where it was, where it closed yesterday. And that's what I mean by small pop. And then I want it to sell off to about 275. And then I want you to go and rebound the stock and take it back to highs. Okay. And then NVIDIA, I wanted a small pop as well. It closed at 160. So again, a small pop is about 161. And then I wanted the stock to go to 155. And I really want you to watch how I worded these, because this is what we do so great in our room. And what this does is I have a lot of traders in the room, and I'm always looking out for them to make some really quick money right at the opening bell. And so what I was looking for, you know what, I'm going to just cover right now. I just think I'm going to cover this jack. I don't know if it hits. Yeah, I'm going to cover. It's not coming down right now. So I'm going to cover, do my rest, and just kind of sit tight. And then I'm going to, if it starts to break down, I'm going to go in with decent size and just take it down. Anyway, let's talk about Netflix real here and NVIDIA. So on these two, what I wanted to do was I simply wanted to small pop, right? Because they were gapping down once. So I wanted to fill that first. And then I wanted to go in there. You know what? I'm going to take another short. You know, Jenny, I'm going to take another short, boss, on that. And then I'll give it room to 91 to add, because I really think that's going to come down. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I think that's just all noise. So I'm going to execute. Okay, boss? So 90.33. And if it goes to 91, I'll add. All right, and then I'll maybe hold it overnight. And I'll keep an eye on the analysts if they bring it. Because I think there's just tension in the company, and they're just arguing, and they're throwing out words. Well, let's just explore some sales. And I think once the noise softens, the stock will resume back down like Domino's Pizza. Okay, Netflix. Okay, so let's take a look at these two. All right. So now NVIDIA closed at 160. I said small pop at the open would probably get you to 161, scale in short, and take it down to 155. As you can see, the stock hit 161 right there. And if you stayed with it short, it took it down to 156. So I missed it by $1. And Netflix, again, closed at 282. I wanted small pop at the opening. Here's the small pop. And then it came all the way down. And if you notice right here, I'm going to blow this up for you. The stock came down to 275.50. I missed it by about 50 cents. And then as you can tell, once I said bottom curl it, and you can see the stock is now at high of the day at 290. And I love trading these because it gives the traders a lot of range every single day to be able to look for a downside move and an upside move. Because there's a lot of people come in and they don't know how to short, or they don't want to short stocks. They'd rather just play the long side. So I have to accommodate those type of clients as well. And I thought those were really nice setups. And I do want to go over one last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think there was another one we did. I want to go over Dollar Tree. The reason why I want to talk about this one, I'm more long bias than anything on this stock whenever they get hurt on earnings. And also, I was reading that the CEO is upcoming on Kramer tonight. So I figured he'd come on there and probably talk a storm up there. And so what I wanted to do was, in pre-market, I actually wanted to go long. And I told everyone, look for the stock to take off from 80, 81 to probably 83 to 85 before any kind of give back. And I really want you to just kind of watch the opening, as I wrote the notes down. And the conference call was going on, so that's why I felt very confident stock was going to pop. Because these conference calls are really important. It's another hidden gem that we do in our room. Um, so definitely. And so what we did here is I want you to watch this now, and I want you to watch the morning notes on this one right here. Okay. So this one was Dollar Tree. There we go. So I like to see a gap fill back up to 83 plus, possibly 85 before it gives back anything. So then watch for topping, wait for conference call, and the conference call just kicked in and it really accelerated the stock. So again, we're at 80, 81 pre-market, and it was all about just getting some money. And this is how sometimes we trade stuff in pre-market where we get that pop. And like a textbook, it went all the way up to, actually went up to 87. So not too bad. Okay. So with that being said, there you go. And those were the trades that we did today. And I want to thank you for joining us. And, every room is different out there. Everyone has their style. Everybody has got their expertise and their forte. I have mine. Mods have theirs. And we have a lot of great traders in the room that share their ideas as well. And but it seems to work in our room what we do. Not every trade works. We certainly try our best. We average around 85, 90% on our accuracy. And we do own it if we're wrong. And I trade live with everyone, and sometimes I make a bad trade. Sometimes I make a great trade. For the most part, I'm pretty much doing a good trade. But it happens in our business. This is the business we chose. But you got to love what you do, and the passion is there. So, and I look forward to continuing tomorrow. I'll have another 12 ideas, as you can see. I write the first 10 up here, and then I put notables here, and then we go from there. So I hope you enjoyed the show. I will see you tomorrow at 5:45 in the morning. We'll do it all over again. Thank you, and take care. Bye-bye.